What's up, world? It's your boy, the Beater Brother. I'm back with the second episode of Invisible Man Got the Whole World Brewing. That's my first season, or first series, of course, of the Diary of a Mad Black Brewer, where I talk about my experiences, good, bad, or indifferent. And I have quite the story. It kind of sounds a little petty, but if you can catch the principality, you'll get this story. And it's just about working with white people that don't know how to deal with black people in terms of socializing and just talking and relating to us. I work at a brewery. Dude in my face invites everybody to play Dungeons and Dragons. Of course, I don't play that shit, obviously, but it's like you going around playing in my face and you go hundreds of feet away from me to the other side of the brewery to get your other white co-workers to just play this game, and yet you don't ask me anything. Granted, I don't play, but it's the fact that you just assume I don't play, and I don't play these certain things you guys consider your games or your activities or your conversation, even though I might be playing that or someone that looks like me plays that game. So it just coming with that invisibility is being able not to have to worry about connecting with us, just as long as you connect with the people that look like you. I was speaking to a couple friends. Before I get into that, you obviously see that I got a can. It's called Henpex. It sounds violent, but hopefully it's really good. It doesn't taste as violent as it sounds. It's a fruited wheat ale from Lupulin Brewery out of Big Lake, Minnesota. So it's 5.5%. Let's try this bad boy out. Getting Henpex. So shout out Lupulin out of Minnesota. Oh yeah, that thing pours pretty, don't it? See if you can point out those flavors. It's got an interesting caption. She's helping fighting the whole clucking thing. It's a lot of words, but going back to that story, okay, that's good. It's got some raspberry it tastes like in there, some strawberry. That's really good. Shouts again to Lupulin out of Minnesota. But going back to that story, just being seen by your white coworkers is they don't necessarily have to. I'm putting in brewery terms. All they have to brew is IPAs, and they can find all the success, all the inclusion they want. Versus a black worker in the space, whether a brewer, cellarman, packaging, we got to be able to do everything just to get half as far. So I have to brew IPAs. I have to brew double box pilsners, lagers, and things like that just to even get looked at for a cellarman position, even though I've been brewing and doing all these extra work. Meaning to say, like, in life, white people can go in these spaces and really just know one singular thing and don't have to necessarily be good at everything as long as they can do one thing or maybe a couple things, where I have to do extra amount of work just to be seen on a playing field. Notice I said a playing field, not an equal one. So it's just something in the brewing industry that can happen a lot, where I've seen people talk about weed with the owner and they have a job for 30 days. Versus if I talk about that, who knows what they're thinking? They ain't thinking that I'm good for a job. So it's just being able to be in this space as a craft brewer myself, that adds on to my invisibility, that something I have to be cognizant of, and you probably have to be cognizant of, and just making sure you're seen, you're heard, you're felt in all types of ways that they are, and they don't even have to think about it. And so just being able to come in, be myself, and being seen as that person is something I constantly always have to strive for in this space, and something I'm willing to do, because if I can do that, I'm opening the door or doors for other people coming behind me. And so just being continue to make sure I'm seen for me, and I make sure other people are seen for them that look like me and think like me and things like that. And so But yeah, Dungeons and Dragons, I don't play that shit, but the principle of it is I'm here too. I socialize too. I get along with people too. So just keep that in mind. If you're a white coworker of a black coworker, just keep that in mind and making sure you have the same energy you have for your Chads as you have for your Marcuses and things like that. And yeah, that's pretty much my story, and hopefully you guys catch that lesson, be able to implement it to your life and understand how to move and do all those good things. And of course, before I leave y'all, make sure you check out the website, www.thebearderbrother.com. You can subscribe to my YouTube, my podcast. Check out what I've got going on in the Nashville area or around in your neck of the woods. I am available for different events and things like that. Always open for different collabs, breweries. So check out my rate sheet, check out my blog, check out different publications I've been in. Of course, get dope merch. I don't know where my t-shirts are because I just recently moved. So I'm wearing this sweater. It's a little toasty out here. So that's why I'm trying to wrap this thing up a little bit because I don't know if y'all can see the sweat or not. But anyway, again, Lupulin, thank you for the beer for my episode of Diary of a Mad Black Brewer. And hopefully you guys do the work to help black co-workers in your space or people in your space in your region to be seen, felt, and heard. And of course, like I always say, grab your friends, good ass beer, and of course, drink up.